Let's go, guys. Occupants of Birnin Gwari, a community in Kaduna State, jubilates as normalcy gradually returns to their homeland. In fact, this calls for celebration and jubilation. They're all happy, saying they've never experienced such a peace in the past 10 years since the invasion of terrorists and bandits. Please subscribe to my channel and also turn up the notification bell to be notified whenever a video has been placed. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and bye for now.
What began as a clash between farmers and herders escalated into widespread cattle rustling, banditry and kidnapping for ransom. Though long-standing, this crisis escalated in 2014 and gained significant national and international attention as it intensified. Birnin Gwari in Kaduna State became a hotspot for terror activities, hosting groups such as the Ansaru terrorist faction, a splinter group from Boko Haram, along with bandits and other violent organizations. After years of terror attacks in Birnin Gwari that made the headlines, normalcy is now gradually returning to the town. On a trip to Birnin Gwari, Arise News observed a slight increase in vehicular traffic along the Birnin Gwari-Kaduna road as motorists travel without fear of abduction.
Even you that has arrived in the local government, you can see on the road, you have come safely. And by the grace of Allah, you will go back safely.
For decades, Birnin Gwari has been a troubled zone. Bandits have terrorized every nook and cranny of this local council by collecting tax and farm levies from residents, kidnapping them for ransom, and destroying their crops, thereby making life unbearable for them. However, on this market day in Birnin Gwari, a remarkable transformation is evident as the market is buzzing with activities attracting not only locals but Fulani traders.
A peace pact between the Governor Obasanjo-led administration, the federal government, through the Office of the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu, security agencies, community leaders, and bandit leaders is beginning to bear fruit, restoring normalcy and hope to the town of Birnin Gwari. Economic activities are picking up fast. Fulani herders, once a rare sight in the town, can now be seen moving freely within the area.
We are overjoyed. It has been 7 years since I last set my foot in this land. I have spent most of that time in the bush, but now, by the grace of God, I am here, enjoying relative peace. I am truly grateful. For so long, I felt like an outsider, but now I can come to Birnin Gwari freely and trade without fear. This peace agreement is unlike the previous ones. Those were smaller, side agreements between poor people and the Fulani. However, this recent peace pact is different. It encompasses the entire state. It cannot be compared to the earlier agreement.
It has been nearly 10 years since I last stepped into this market, but by God's grace, we are here today, enjoying peace and unity in the market. We see ourselves as mediators, working to bridge the gap between the Hausa community and our own people. We now share a good understanding with one another, and everyone is moving about freely. Regarding this issue, every party has made mistakes, and that is where we step in as mediators. We are hopeful that this marks the end of conflict. May our neighboring countries look to our land as an example to learn from.
Those familiar with the peace agreement say part of the deal is for the aggrieved herdsmen groups to have unrestricted access to Birnin Gwari town, but are prohibited from carrying weapons. According to the Fulanis, they have been marginalized for years. They just want a sense of belonging.
Unfortunately, A Fulani person is often labeled a bandit, regardless of their sincerity. Those who wield guns and take lives should be identified as bandits, not through ethnic profiling. Our prayer is to live in peace and unity. We are deeply grateful to His Excellency Governor Ubasani. He's truly the governor of governors in Nigeria. There is no other leader like him. He has brought peace to our community in a way that allows everyone to live and enjoy life harmoniously. We appeal to the government to assist us by building schools, hospitals, libraries, and ranches in our community. I direct this plea to Governor Ubasani with a hope of returning to the life we once had, where we could move freely with our families and livestock.
Locals say the peace deal is a game changer. It has led to the release of hundreds of kidnapped people from bandit enclaves without payments of ransom. The peace deal has also seen major bandit kingpin and their foot soldiers that terrorized major highways lay down their arms.
We are actively working towards peace, and if we continue on this path, by God's grace, all weapons will be returned to their rightful places. Those in possession of arms will surrender them so that we can live together in harmony.
There are concerns about potential incursions by terror groups from neighboring states seeking to stir unrest in Birnin Gwari. But the repentant bandits and other Fulani headers have pledged to oppose any external threats to sustain peace in the area.
Security experts argue that while this peace pact might be a step in the right direction, the federal government must go further to effectively disarm these bandits before reintegrating them into society. If successfully implemented, they say these could serve as a model for other states in the Northwest region. However, cautious optimism prevails. From Birnin Gwari, Nisi Gabriel.